So what was kind of the trigger, I guess, for the curiosity you have around exploring the creative process and going really deep with it? Was it part of a spiritual awakening or a spiritual deepening for you? Like what was that about? What was the trigger?
Well, on a pragmatic level, I was working with a lot of artists on their art. So I was trying to help people find their own voice, their vision, be more themselves. And that was, in part work that I fell into. I think in retrospect, that actually is very deep and spiritual work for me because I'm trying to support people, some of whom I will never meet, in being truthful,
Mm,
from their body out into the world and saying, this is what the world feels like to me. Does
yeah.
anybody else feel like this? It's a very existential, deep communication to the world when we make art.
Yeah.
And I found myself really in love with helping other artists do that. A lot of people who give feedback to artists and coach creativity really are just trying to make their own art through other people's bodies. I find it
Yes.
non-consensual, you know.
Yeah.
I would like it better if this. I think it should look like this. I suggest you do that. Well, you go do that then.
Or
This is
follow
this
my
person's art.
steps.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Follow
So
my process, follow my steps, make it look like mine. Yeah.
exactly. No, you
Yeah.
do yours. You
Yeah.
you go make your own
Yeah.
art. Absolutely. This person's trying to make something else. I can work with artists whose art is not a genre that I like
Yes.
in life, right?
I love
So
this. I love this. I love this. I mean, it really aligns very heavily with the work that I do as well. And what you just touched on there in terms of like, for me, it's a connection to your deep truth and finding safe, authentic ways to express that. And, so the truth part is the spiritual part in terms of your kind of, how you figure out the world and how you make it all make sense. And the creative part is the expression of that truth. So I think it's so powerful that you have just explained literally that that exact thing. So thank you.
you for reframing it so
Yeah.
beautifully.